Yo guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to be unboxing this Jason Lee 2-pack of the Zeo Gold Ranger and the Mighty Morphin Red Ranger. This thing is a really cool pack. It even still has this plastic sleeve on it that I'm not sure if you guys can really see through the camera, but let's just open this thing up and see exactly what it looks like inside. It looks like you just pull this thing out of this like bottom part. Yep. And then you have like these two sides. It also looks like this opens in the center. So let's see. Okay guys, so I did not realize that it was going to be that easy to actually open up. I thought that you were going to have to cut this open, which I was kind of hesitant about because it looks so good. I didn't want to cut anything on it, but apparently I don't have to. Now I did buy this as an eBay lot, so I'm not exactly positive if this has been opened or not, or if it's brand new. It does look like it could have been opened because these sides don't have any tape on them, but it doesn't look like they came with any tape. But yeah, here's the back. They're in a nice pose here. Here we have it. This little lightning piece fell out right here. I think this goes to the Zeo Gold Ranger. Okay, that took me forever, but I finally got them stood up. I was actually really just looking over them. But, yeah, they look so cool. I mean, like, holy. But, yeah, now I'm going to move you guys closer to this so that I can show you guys everything in a close-up view. And, oh. Okay, guys, so here you are, up close. Now, I'm going to start with the red Mighty Morphin Ranger with the Dragon Shield on. And let's take a look at this guy. I mean, yeah, it looks so good. Like, just look at that leg. So nice. Great detail. I mean, usually they do, and the Mighty Morphin Ranger does as well, but I don't know, the Dragon Shield just looks so good on this. It has the same amount of joints and movement as any other Lightning Collection Power Ranger, and now there's not much else to say about this Ranger, really. I mean, it looks so good. I will say this, it does have the two holsters down right here on his waist, obviously, one for the Dragon Dagger, and then the other one for his blaster or little knife thing. I'm gonna actually show you the Dragon Dagger really quickly before I put it on his holster. You can kind of see that it is slightly bent, and then at the tip is bent forward. That's very, very disappointing. I don't know how that happens. I think the holster might be able to shape it back into normal form, but I'm gonna put it in there here. Let's see, should just slide in, and it does. So that might be able to warp it back to the normal form or how it's supposed to be, at least the tip. I don't know about the slant. The slant might just have to stay there. Also, for the other holster, I am going to put the blaster in there. There you go. Now, the set does come with the little dagger piece, too. Now, I will say that these do not have the greatest paint job, but I mean, I already did know that that's what it was going to look like, so it's not a huge disappointment. There's the Red Ranger for now. I might go back to him in a second, but yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Okay, so there's a little bit more that I'm noticing immediately with the Gold Ranger that seems to be a little bit worse. Number one thing that I noticed was that the little like shoulder pad is kind of disformed as well. It's like not rounded, as the other side is just like this, perfect round. Then this side is more flattened, which is, again, pretty annoying. It does look like his paint job is pretty good. There isn't much detail on him. It's really just like the gold armor that has detail. The rest of it is literally just black. And then you obviously have like the white gloves and boots. It looks pretty good. He doesn't have any holsters, probably obviously because his weapon is just like a staff spear thing, which I'll get to in a second. Now, another thing that I did notice is that for some reason it seems like his leg is bent, and I can't seem to bend it forward at all. This one right here. It's like, it's bent forward, but it's not bending forward again. I think it's supposed to bend a little bit more forward, but I can't seem to get it to, and I don't want to break it, so that's kind of annoying. Right here on this leg, as you can see, there is no really gap between where this leg can like rotate on the thigh, but then right here, there's like this kind of like huge gap right there for the other leg. I don't think you guys can necessarily really see that, but it's very like large compared to the other ones. I don't know what could have caused that. I guess it was just kind of like pulled apart somehow, but it's like, it's just not connected as well as the other ones. I think it works completely still, but it's just it's not quite as connected. But yeah, there he is. You know, same articulation and stuff as every other Ranger. Nothing really to add on to this one. Obviously, the Lightning Collection Power Rangers have insane amount of movements and joints and stuff that you can do with it. Now let's take a look at his staffs. This actually comes with 2 staffs, as you can see here. Yeah, so the silver part's lower on this one, and on this one it is higher. The golden piece at the top is open on this one and then closed on the other. But those are pretty much the only differences. Other than that, they're identical, and I guess it's just your choice of which one you want to put in his hand. And there you go. It fits perfectly. I'm gonna grab the Super Blaster. A lot of the other pieces fell out, like the Blue Ranger's weapons and the Yellow Ranger's weapons, so I gotta put those back on there. But I'm gonna take everything apart really quickly and then put it all back together. Now, I was actually kind of surprised that all of these weapons are separate. You can break them apart and have all of the Ranger's super weapons and have the blaster. Now, I'm totally blanking on the name, but let's just go over these. You have the Blue Ranger's weapons right here. Weapon or weapons. They don't actually connect. Next, we have the Yellow Ranger's daggers. These are a little bit bent. Next, we have the Pink Ranger's bow. Now, it doesn't actually come with any arrows, so that's a little bit disappointing, but it's kind of understandable. They already added so many other things in here. Next, we have the Black Ranger's axe. Now, this thing has a humongous handle. I'm not sure if they can actually hold this. I think they can, but it just looks super huge right here. Here it is compared to the sword. Yeah, like, it's humongous. Okay, so here's the sword. And yeah, this thing, as I said, probably has the most detail out of any of them. It has red, gold, silver, and black. Okay, so it looks like the first thing that I'm going to do is put the sword on the top of the axe. It goes like this, and then you move it straight to the back. Then I'm going to put the bow on. Actually, I probably should have put the bow on first, now that I think about it. But it goes right here. Yeah, it looks like it snaps in there. There's a little notch there to kind of connect to the axe. Then we have the Blue Ranger's weapons, which go towards the center and face outward. That one's on. Now the other one. Now these do actually go on sideways. Then we put the daggers on to the farther outside of the bow and arrow. And that one actually really snapped in. Then we grab the other dagger and we put that one on the other side. I want to put it into his hand, but it looks like it, I don't know if it's going to fall apart if I try to. But let's try to do this. Okay, so, I mean, I got it in his hand. It's not completely in there, but it is in there. It fits, for sure. It looks pretty nice. I mean, we can do some posing with this, right? Let's move this stuff to the side, and then let's look at the heads and the hands and the lightning. And, yeah. Okay, let's start with the hands to kind of get this over with, because there's literally no difference in what these are. There's literally 4 fists right here. These are the same. These are different, different side fists from the 2 different Rangers. This is Zeo Gold. This is the Mighty Morphin Red Dragon Shield Ranger. They literally look the same. They have the same back of the hands, and yeah, they're identical. So the hands are done. Now let's move on to the heads. So this one goes to the Red Dragon Shield Ranger, and this one goes to the Zeo Gold Ranger. I do think that this one's cooler because he doesn't have like a creepy smile. Yeah, I mean, this one's fine. Whoever is making these heads does not actually get them to look very much like the actual Rangers. Like, there's some action figures that just have, like, the heads that look exactly like the character. But then, like, you got these ones who just kind of don't. But yeah, it's cool that they gave you 2 different variants of a head rather than just giving you this head twice or this head twice, especially this head twice. I would not have wanted this twice, unfortunately. But this head wouldn't have been the worst thing twice. It's just, like, I don't really need it twice because I have it once, and I'm probably going to leave the helmet on both of them. If you wanted to make them both look like, Jason Lee Scott having their masks off, you can do that with these 2 heads. Let's move on to the last thing, which is going to be the lightning from the Zeo Gold Ranger. Now this goes on one of his staffs, and you kind of just like have it like that. Boom. I mean, I didn't do it the best, but you get the idea. It looks good. Kind of. Not the way that I did it, okay? I get it. But yeah, I really like the color that they used here. I think that is it for the set, guys. I do really, really like these Rangers. They look so cool. I mean, just like, look at these things. It's such a cool pack. Okay, guys, but I think that's it for this review. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing these guys unbox and kind of an overview of them. If you guys did enjoy, consider liking. And if you guys are interested in seeing what lot I got and what I actually got from that lot, and also what could be in future videos, one of these corners, I'm not exactly sure which one, but one of them is going to have a link that you guys can go to and see the other video, or one of the videos on the side in just a few seconds. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.